everybody, my name is Bao, and today I'm going to tell you about you are your microbes.
Being human.
Being human.
We each view ourselves as a unique and independent individual.
We each view ourselves as a unique and independent individual.
But we're never alone.
But we're never alone.
Millions of microscopic beings inhabit our bodies.
Millions of microscopic beings inhabit our bodies.
And no two bodies are the same.
And no two bodies are the same.
Each is a different habitat for microbial communities.
Each is a microbiome community for a community.
From the arid deserts of our skin
From the arid deserts of our skin
to the villages on our lips
to villages on our lips
and the cities in our mouths.
and the cities in our mouths.
Even every tooth is its own distinctive neighborhood.
Even every tooth is its own distinctive neighborhood.
And our guts are teeming metropolises of interacting microbes.
And our guts are teeming metropolises of interacting microbes.
And in these bustling streets of our guts,
In these bustling streets of our guts,
we see a constant influx of food,
we can see a constant influx of food.
and every microbe has a job to
And every microbe has a job to
do. Here's a cellulitic bacteria.
Here's a cellulitic bacteria, for example.
Their one job is to break down cellulose,
Their one job is to break down cellulose,
a common compound in vegetables, into sugar.
a common compound in vegetables, into sugar.
Those simple sugars then move along to the respirator,
Those simple sugars then move along to the respirators.
another set of microbes that snatch up these simple sugars
Another simple kinds of microbes that snatch up
and burn them as fuel.
these simple sugars and burn them as fuel.
As food travels through our
As food travels through our
digestive tract, it reaches the fermenters who extract energy from these sugars
it reaches the fermenters who extract energy from these sugars
by converting them into chemicals
by converting them into chemicals
like alcohol and hydrogen gas,
like alcohol and hydrogen gas,
which they spew out as waste products. Deeper in the depths of our gut city,
Deeper in the depths of the gut city,
the syntrophs eke out a living off the
the syntrophs eke out a living off the
fermenter's trash. At each step of this
At each step of this
process, energy is released,
energy is released,
and that energy is absorbed
and that energy is absorbed
by the cells of the digestive tract.
by the cells of the digestive tract.
This city we just saw is different in everyone.
This city we just saw is different in everyone.
Every person has a unique and diverse community of gut microbes
Every person has a unique community of gut microbes
that can process food in different ways.
that can process food in different ways.
One person's gut microbes may be capable
One person's gut microbes may be capable
of releasing only a fraction of the calories
of releasing only a fraction of the calories
that another person's gut microbes can extract.
that another gut microbes can extract.
So what determines the membership of our gut microbial
So what determines the membership of our gut microbiome
community? Well, things like our genetic makeup
Well, things like genetic makeup
and the microbes we encounter throughout our lives
and the microbes we encounter through our lives
can contribute to our microbial ecosystem.
can contribute to our microbiome ecosystem.
Systems. The food we eat also influences
The food we eat also also influences
which microbes live in our gut.
which microbes live in our guts.
For example, food made of complex molecules
For example, food made up of complex molecules,
like an apple
like an apple,
requires a lot of different microbial workers to break it
requires a lot of different microbial workers to break it down.
down. But if a food is made of simple molecules
But if a food is made of simple molecules,
like a lollipop,
like a lollipop,
some of these workers are put out of a job.
some of these workers are put out of a job.
Those workers leave the city never to return.
Those workers leave the city and never to return.
What doesn't function well are gut microbial communities
What doesn't function well was a gut microbe community
with only a few different types of workers.
with only a few different types of workers.
For example, humans who suffer from diseases
For example, humans who suffer from diseases
like diabetes or chronic gut inflammation
like diabetes or chronic gut inflammation
typically have less microbial variety in their guts.
typically have less microbial variety in their guts.
We don't fully understand the best way to manage our individual microbial
We don't know to manage our individual's microbial societies.
societies, but it is likely that lifestyle changes, such as eating a varied
But lifestyle changes,
diet of complex plant-based foods,
such as eating a varied diet of complex plant-based foods,
can help revitalize our microbial ecosystems in our gut
can help revitalize our microbial ecosystem in our guts
and across the entire landscape of our body.
and across the entire landscape of our body.
So we are really not alone in our body.
No, we're not alone in our body.
Our bodies are homes to millions of different microbes,
Our bodies are home to millions of different microbes,
and we need them just as much as they need us.
and we need them just as much as they need us.
As we learn more about how our microbes
And we learn more about how our microbes
interact with each other and
interact with each other and with our bodies.
with our bodies, we will reveal how
We'll reveal how can we
we can nurture this complex invisible world
nurture this complex invisible world that shapes our personal identity. Goodbye.